Hello, hello. This came in a little bit early to test the camera to see if I'm echoing, if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me okay? I'm gonna check the computer. Hey, Candy. Hey, husband. I see Donald's in the house. Can you guys hear me okay, or am I silent? My concern is echoing. I'm using the phone camera in this case. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. I keep looking over here because there's a computer. Hey, Jennifer. A tiny bit of echo. I'm not sure what to do. I gotta get a second Logitech camera. I'm using my phone for one camera, and then I'm using another camera for Logitech over there. Is it annoying? That's my big concern. Husband says it sounds great. Oh, I want to make sure it sounds good. Don hears no echo. I don't hear any echo. Hello, hello, Tracy. All right, let me move my computer around. I got two different stations going on here for you guys. My goal is dual cameras. I'm looking to do 3 cameras. You guys have to see here. I'm going to show you guys kind of the setup. I have a sewing machine set up here going on. That is when I'm going to do sewing. Then you see me. Hi, hello. This is my phone camera. This is the camera that is temporary until I get my second Logitech set up. And lighting. You can see how much dimmer it is over here compared to it being over here. See how much brighter that sewing machine area is? That's how I want this side to be. Hope that makes any sense. I'm going to be looking over here at the computer until I bring my other computer around so I don't have to be looking over there. But hi, hello, how are you guys today? You guys can see this is what I'll be working on today. And I really don't want to work too much. I've been working all day. So my main goal is to go through some of these square packs to stock in the shop. But most of our time today, I definitely want to do some crafting. I think we all deserve that, right? I deserve it. Let me see who's in the house. Hang on one second. All right, so we have Jennifer's in the house. We have Candy. Burn Swag is Candy, for those who don't know who that is. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? My husband is here. His name's Donald. He came in just to see if I was echoing or not echoing. Everybody says I sound great. Yeah, the secret to the figuring this out is not to use your phone when you go live and use a Logitech camera. I should know better. I should have ordered that other Logitech and I didn't. I got busy with everything else. So what is everyone doing tonight? Oh my gosh, guess who's in the house? Nan Johnson. Nan Johnson, I've known Nan Johnson since I started over 12 years ago. How you doing tonight, Nan? All right, I do have a giveaway going on today. I'm not going to talk about when it's going to happen. I'm just going to randomly give it. So whomever is watching, you know that there's going to be a giveaway, and the giveaway is going to be one of the Cantha packs. It's going to be the 30 pack of the Cantha. So at least you guys can see what it is for those who are new to Cantha World. It's not new to me, but it might be new to someone here. But at least you guys can get a taste of what I actually do when I do go through them, how I package them. And then if you guys have questions about what Cantha is, the history of Cantha, my biggest goal is to, because a lot of people get so caught up when they purchase products because they're so beautiful, they're so colorful, they're so, well, this doesn't have bling. But far as saris, this is the cotton sari that doesn't have any sequins or beads or anything on it. So sometimes we get caught in that most beautiful color, an array of color that it gives you, that you forget, you know, like you purchase it and you get that whim and you're like, now what do I do with it? I have so many people who say that and they're like, can you do something? Well, tonight, my main goal for those who watched the preview video is to make sure that I can answer questions is number 1. 2, show you the product. 3, maybe give you the history on it. But 4, I really wanted to create something. I've been wanting to make some really cool cat toys. That's my personal thing I want to make for me for the Highway Kitten. And for my boy cat loves his cat toys and he destroys them. So I really wanted to make him his own. I did it with his favorite colors, and I know some of the things he likes. But for you guys, for those who are viewing tonight, please comment. Obviously, meet each other, say hi, hello in that little comment board. I think it's over here on the comment board. Get to know each other as I'm chatting, as I'm showing you, because a lot of people who do come into the room in this live or in my lives are also fellow Etsy shop owners who are YouTubers, people who do live sales, what have you, whomever you are, or just followers. Get to know each other, chat with each other. But if you're going to chat with me or you have a question for me, please put it all in caps so I know, okay, you're speaking to me, because sometimes I get lost in what I am doing. But and then when the message feeds or message feeds are going on, I cannot really follow along the way. But if I see it in caps, I'm able to respond to you faster. And if I don't, please repeat yourself. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I am doing a juggling job right now. So I'm going to go ahead now and look this way because my computer's way over there and I'm adjusting cameras, but I want to see what you guys are saying. So I'm going to say, hey, hello. We said, hey to Jennifer, which we all know Jennifer. You guys, of course, I shouted out Nan Johnson. She doesn't have an Etsy shop, but she's a good friend. Burn Swag is Candy, guys. Again, you can click on each other's names there in the feeds and say hi and hello and get to know each other's YouTube channels, subscribe to each other, get to know each other. In the past, I have a lot of people who followed me, become good friends outside of just knowing me through this whole entire channel. So that makes me so happy that you guys get to know each other. So it's really cool, especially like Nan Johnson and Betty Stewart. I'm not sure if Betty's going to be on here tonight or not, but Jennifer H. We have two Jennifers. I always get so confused. There's two Jennifers that always come on, but I know you both, but sometimes it's Jennifer H. What have you. Then we have Angie Brown. Of course, you guys know I rave about Angie Brown as well. She's been here from the start. There's Tracy Hines, of course. Sewing Inside, Sun Tzu Bonnet. Yes. I remember you saying, matter of fact, you've requested me to find something for you. Still have not found it. So hankies. I know that Tracy's working on Sun Tzu Bonnet. For those, again, follow Tracy. She makes cute things and she also delivers a lot of items. She's working on the Sun Tzu Bonnet theme. And I'm supposed to look for hankies. Sorry. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'll keep looking. I haven't seen nothing yet so far. All right, we have Ami, which is a secret squirrel. Of course, you guys see her name there. Obviously, you can see the ranch. Boy, we've been knowing each other so long that she was a admin for me, and I didn't realize you were an admin still. So, hey, can you be my admin tonight, Ami? Fine. You can take care of the people who are the haters for me. Hey, I haven't heard my name called Lena in quite some time. Thank you. Gosh, I feel the love. Burn Swag. Yeah, so that's Candy. Miss Angie, which I'm sure you already know. All right. So, okay. So obviously you guys can kind of see. Well, it's kind of still not. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jennifer. A big hug. Thank you for the beautiful support. Nothing like a what do you call that? They call it something snap. It's not Snapchat. Boy, I'm getting old. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everything little counts. I appreciate it. But you guys can kind of see the view of the room, sort of. I'll get some more cameras so that we can be able to see more views. I'm hoping to get a camera over there so that I don't have to switch cameras. I mean, or move anything, the camera, I just move it over there and you guys can see. I got to work on some lighting. But you guys can kind of see the broad spectrum of the main room. Still got some work, got some painting to do. I'm working on it. We're getting there. Thank you guys for your patience. Taking a lot of work. I need to work on that right there. That box right there. Just the electrical box. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint that thing or what. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. I got to figure maybe a corner cabinet, maybe a hidden wall, or whatever I take down. If I need to get to that electrical box, I can. I'm going to. I've been working on it. If you guys can see, probably can't see it. Probably because this is in the way. I got the paper lined up here. We got some coffee dyeing coming up here soon. Maybe I should give you guys a sneak peek of that. Are you guys interested to see? I have a lot of things going on, but of course I'm showing you guys Cantha and I'm trying to be crafty and creative. But There's so many different lineups, and I don't want to say it because I just want to keep it a secret because there's so many cool things coming up. I can give you a little bits here and there, but I'm trying to keep my little cool cocoon. But coffee dyed, of course. I know a lot of people have done coffee dyed papers and stuff, but I do have an amazing lineup coming up that is not been done. Let's just put it at that. And then we have the ivory gold kits are coming up how soon. I know those who like that because I do that only once a year, and those are coming up. So the vintage ivory golds, I don't know if anyone's familiar with those, but those are coming out. I collect the items all year long, and then I do it once a year. So there's only a limited supply. So ivory gold is just in a beautiful collection. I think it's classy, it's elegant, it's universal for all kinds of themes. So that's coming up too. Slow stitch kits, for those who've been waiting to see me do the slow stitch kits, another line of Holly Hobby kits, those are coming up. I've been waiting for those who are familiar with the slow stitch like theme type thing coming up. Kathy Cowell, those who follow know Kathy Cowell that I'm friends with. I want to have her on, and she's been super busy in her world right now. So that kind of went onto the back burner. That's why I haven't brought it back up for a little bit, because I don't want to pressure her. She's a sweet woman. And it'll happen when it happens. I'm not a person who's going to make things happen or just to try to be on top or be ahead or step on heads. As you guys can tell, I go at my own pace. Otherwise, if I don't, I will burn out. It's just how it happens. So let me read what you guys are saying. I missed that this phone won't show me. Here, maybe I can find it. It'll give me comments or not. I don't know. I wish it would. I gotta look at the computer. Sorry, guys. You get to see a side view of me. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let's see. What am I missing? So yes, Jennifer, thank you so much. I appreciate it. A big hug. And I'm calling it wrong. It's not Snapchat. That's like a whole app, isn't it? I know, right? Amy, Candy. I miss Candy's voice. When Candy and I talk on the phone, it's an hour at least, right? Super chat. Thank you, Jennifer. I knew something. I'm having a blonde moment. Thank you. Yeah. I know, you just did a post just recently. What did you do your post on Facebook? There was a new post you did. Oh my gosh. I feel like it seemed like forever ago, but I wanted to comment on it here since you mentioned it. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yes, those Holly Hobby kits, they're awesome. See, the thing is, I have everything for it. It's just having the time, because I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And then my mind is just in every direction. And it's just, and then I have to do orders, right? Then I have to do social media. Then I have to, so you kind of, it's almost like a juggling. It is juggling. It is, because I have so many cool ideas, and it's only one me. Yeah, you got the cold chills, Holly Hobby kits. Well, the Holly Hobby kits this time, it's a little different. So it's going to be like similar to last time, but instead of the needle book, which I think I'm going to still include the needle book digital, if you didn't get it. And if I have time, I'll print out some of those needle book pages, but it's going to be different. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say too much more. It's going to have its own new theme, whole new look. But yet different. So, but yet Holly Hobby will be the theme and all the different colors. But it would be definitely not similar, but different, I guess, to put it that. I don't like to give away too much. I have a lot of things up my sleeve. All right, so it looks like we have, who else is in the house? Oh, did Betty come in the house? Is Betty here? Where is Betty? Okay, for those who don't know Betty, I know those who watch me maybe get tired of me. I ramble for the first time and greet you guys for a long time. Whatever. At least I get a chance to chat with you guys before we talk about stuff and get lost in a different world. I don't get to verbally chat with you guys every day. I get so lost in doing everything else. So it's good to see you guys. So, but Betty, if she's here, someone said Betty's here. Hey, Betty. So those who don't know Betty Stewart, don't forget to click on her. She is someone special. She doesn't have a shop. She doesn't, she doesn't do a whole lot of YouTube videos or anything like that. But Betty is special to me because Betty is probably on the top 5 people who first purchased from me in my first time I first, or this started Etsy. So between the first 5 people I think in my shop who've ever purchased from me when I first opened up, Betty was there. And I remember I found a rhinestone pendant, and it was missing one rhinestone, but it was a letter B. And I didn't know Betty at the time, but on her package, I put that pendant in there. Was it a pendant or was it a pen? It was like a vintage broochie type thing. And it was a rhinestone B. So I always call her Betty with the rhinestone B. But ever since then, I've known Betty. We've become friends, and I consider her like a mother to me. So hi, Betty. Betty's in the house. Yes, and Betty became good friends with Nan Johnson, which they met here in my lives in the way beginning. And then we have Kay. Kay is here. Again, she's in that same category of 12 years ago when I started live in that dingy basement. Boy, times have changed. I look like I've frozen on my computer here. Let's see here. You guys have any questions? I'm chatting. I'm saying hi, hello. Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So now you guys, for those who don't know who Betty is. Betty with a B pen. That's right. Betty surprises me. She's probably one of the strongest people I've ever known in my entire life. I've known a lot of people, but that woman, she's a force. So, all right. Angie's crafting. Internet is acting up. It sure is. Not mine. On my computer seems I see my funny frozen faces every once in a while, so it's not just me. Okay. And I have the Elon Musk fancy dancy internet thing. That satellite thing in the air. So I should have good speed, but who knows? Who knows? And it is raining. It is raining. And my husband did warn me, don't forget to hit the 5G something. And I did. I listened. He sometimes listens to our spouses. All right, anyone's got any questions before I start? Yeah, I know, go Elon. Some people like it, some people don't. But hey, I like it. I love the internet. It's been amazing. I live in a middle of nowhere land, and I always have high speed. So it's amazing. Before I had what did we have? My husband, are you still here? Probably not. He's probably snoring. We had some other service, and every time we would storm, it'd go out. It would be without power forever, it seemed like, and no internet and what have you. But we're good. We're good. Well, we have, knock on wood, we haven't had a hurricane, please God, no, anytime soon. So we haven't had that yet. Hey, if one's coming, I'm out of here. I'm heading north. I'm not sticking around for this one. I don't care which one it is. I don't care what category. If they say hurricane, I'm going north and I'm going to visit my daughter. I'm not sticking around to find out. No, thank you. Let the insurance take care of the rest, for sure. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Forgot to charge your phone. You're not the only one, Kay. Matter of fact, my phone here is this one camera. I have it charged with the charger. Because knowing me, if I didn't put that charger in, it'd be dead. Oh, good. Sweet. Yeah, Starlink. Yeah. Does anyone else have Starlink other than me? I love it. I'm telling you, it's been amazing. Don't stop it. Keep heading to Iowa. Iowa, okay. Is that an invitation to me? I don't mind a free bed. Everything's so expensive. When I go head up north, I mean, I told my daughter, please hurry, get your own place. She still lives with her father. It's all right. I'm okay with that, but I can't wait till she gets her own place. I mean, because I'm tired of staying in hotels. I would love to, if I'm going to go visit my daughter, I want to go visit my daughter. I don't want to be staying in a hotel. I mean, just one day, it's soon, she'll have her own place. All right, what am I missing? Jennifer has a question. Jennifer. Okay, I'm scrolling up here. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Question about Cantha. Okay, I see you say question about Cantha, and you have O-N on. So what's the question? You hit it too fast. Oh, okay. In your shop, you have some Cantha marked as vintage W. How old is vintage Cantha? All right, good question. All right, I'll get back in a second. No, we don't have here in New York City. But okay, New York City has a lot of things. I I'll leave it at that. I love Florida. I love Florida. It's not all just about the heat, but there's a lot of things I love about Florida. But Cantha. All right, so how old is Cantha? Gosh, there's so many different types of Cantha and vintage type of Cantha. And not only that, Cantha, oh my gosh, people. Need me going there. Okay. All right. I'll just put the camera down. Let's do this. Let's move this down here. All right. Let's hope this doesn't wiggle jiggle too much. All right. So it's wiggling a little. I apologize. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. So the thing about Cantha, there's different types of Cantha, and I wish I had the other type of Cantha. It took me years to figure out what kind of Cantha I should be purchasing, because there is Cantha that is 1-ply. There's Cantha that is 2-ply, and there's Cantha that is 3-ply, meaning it's almost like toilet paper, but it's not toilet paper. It is cotton sari. So these are vintage saris, and it is cotton. So those who know cotton, this cotton is pretty, sturdy, but there's this kind of cotton doesn't have a whole bunch of weave. So therefore it is it's soft, it's flowy, it's thin, and it does shift. But with the stitches, it helps. So this Cantha is vintage. So you're talking, it's going to be before the 90s. This is not like anything from the 1800s or, no, this is like, I'm going to say it's before the 90s is what I'm going to say. It's because the fabric prints, they know these are from India, but you're talking, original Cantha prints are prints from, like it's almost like an Asian thing. It's between the two. If anyone wants a great write-up on Cantha, I'm going to find a link here in a minute, and I'm going to send it here in this feeds, because Wikipedia has a great write-up on the history of Cantha. People think it's originated only in India, and it's not. There's a reason why India picked it up, and there's a good history on that. So I wanted to explain that, but it's too vast. But I want to get back to the question about the vintage. My vintage Cantha is from just before the 90s. It's going to be the 1980s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Anything older than that, you're asking a bit more pricier price. And not only that, the prints are different. The prints of the earlier ages is not going to give you the big bold of what you're asking for right now. If anything, it's a dull, almost Victorianish, like reds and browns. But the more modern vintage, I would say, would be the most colorful, 70s, 80s, 90s, if that's very helpful to you. And back now, I hope I answered that question. If not, let me know. And I'm going to read here in a minute your guys' comments. But the Cantha I buy is 3-ply, meaning there's 3 layers. So if you took out all these stitches, it will have 3 layers. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So anyone who purchases Cantha, you think you're getting 1 piece of fabric. You're not. You're getting 3 vintage sari pieces. Looks like I froze. You're getting 3 different sari pieces that are hand stitched, and it's crazy. And you guys can see there's different kinds of Cantha where the stitch work is even closer. Like I buy this Cantha stitch work that is about 1 inch width between lines, and not the very tight stitch. The tighter the stitch, the more expensive it is, obviously, because, time is money, right? So the more stitches they put into it, the more time it's going to take, right? Meaning they're going to charge more, and I'm going to have to pay more. And the stitches between 1 inch is perfect for any quilter or crafter, because any stitches that are 5 inches in width is even good. But this here is 1 inch, which is the best you can get before you're starting to get into a more pricier range. That's why I'm able to sell the Cantha the price I can, because it's affordable for me, it's affordable for you. But if you ever do get Cantha and you take out the stitches, it's actually rather cool. In fact, I guess I can kind of maybe take apart this one a little bit and use it for scrap. But what it is here, I'm kind of like going to let it go. You guys can see here, it's rather thin. Look at that. So here's the first one. Look how thin that is. So you get 3 different types of fabric. Look, In between that one was this cute brown. Let's see what this one is. Oh, cool. And then you got this red. Of course, I'm ripping the wrong way. I should just pull the string right through. Let's see here. Maybe I can try to do it. Let's take this one apart. Did I answer the question? And then here, let me pull these strings out, then I can show you the layers. Did I answer the question? Let me see here. Thank you, Ami. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That Wikipedia is awesome because one, not only is it free, see how that it went right out? That also gives you great information about Cantha. Right now Cantha is actually made in most of it's made in India, and it's made majority by artisan women. Now you're probably going to ask me, how do I go about purchasing my Cantha? When I purchased my Cantha, I'm very, very picky. It took me years to master it because I used to buy Cantha from vendors who would misuse women and children, and I didn't know that at the time. Otherwise, I obviously I would have stopped purchasing from them. But I had to figure out who to purchase from because there are vendors who do child and women labor and abuse them. And I was pretty much buying at that time, not now, quilts that were they are getting paid pennies or nothing. And it really bothered me when I found out. And so I've had to go through many vendors. I mean, so many vendors until I found a vendor that I not only did the research on them, the background on them, but I also know them, and they show me who works for them, and they explain what they pay and housing and all that. Looks like I froze. Okay, so all right, so I took out all the stitches of that one square. So here's that one layer. You get 3 layers of fabric. It's way cool, right? It's thin, but not too thin. So in reality, if you're getting 1 square, you're actually getting 3 squares of fabric. So that one didn't have a whole lot of design on that one. Then you got this cute brown, right? Really cool. So that is 1 square of Cantha fabric unstitched. All right, so let me see if I did answer the question. I hope I answered her question. Okay, let's see here. Well, thanks, Candy. Thank you and me for the link. That's awesome. Does anyone have any other questions? I guess I can continue and show you what I got to do here, and then I'll bring the camera back down. Hopefully this will work. Hope I don't make you too dizzy. So here on the table, see if I got this okay without it moving too much. There we go. So on the table, what I did, let me move this here out of the way. All right, hope you can see that okay. All right, so I have a pile of 15 count Cantha right here. So meaning each section is 15 squares. So in the shop, if you see the link down below, if you guys want to know here, in fact, I will just go ahead and enter. Here's all the links to everything. Hopefully it will share with you guys here in the comments of everything I'm showing you today. So these are the 15 count packs. I think they're like $10. You get 15 of them. So what happened was, the reason why I'm showing you these, usually when I cut these, I automatically package them and I put them on the shelf. But just recently, my husband helped me cut, and he's an amazing cutter. But I got this new batch of Cantha that some of it had some flaws and some of it had some stains here and there, and it bothered me. So when he cuts them in the system that we have, sometimes a piece will get something, and it bothers me. So the last thing I want is some customer buys this square pack for $10. Yeah, $10, whatever, right? But say there's a stain on it. I'm going to get that one angry customer who's like, I can't believe there's a stain or this flaw here. I paid this and this amount of money. I want my money back. It will cost me more to ship them out new product or issue a return, a refund, you know. So my goal is to make sure no matter which packs I create, that they are done as perfect as possible. So is it time? Is it take for me? Yes. But I'd rather put the time in it now before I even put it in a bag and ship it away, knowing that it is perfect. Because a lot of times the people who purchase the products from the shop are making something, right? They have a deadline, they have a project they're working on. And the last thing I want to do is hinder them from finishing or completing a project. So if I just do the simple step of just going through these little things, and then it's done. I just package it in this way. But normally when I do cut and package, I know the piece, I see the piece before I lay it out, and then I cut. That's my system. But I'm just double checking on this, be on the safe side. And I figured you guys can spend, let's say, let me think here, it's 7:30 now. Let's do this to about 8 o'clock, and then let's go have some fun. And there, I'll show you guys what I mean by fun. Here over on this side, I really want to get my sewing machine out over there, and I really want to craft. I know I'm going to be doing the fish project over there where I want to create a toy for my cat and my highway kitten that's down the road. It's my neighbor's cat. But after that, if you guys want to create something else and you want me to show you, I can do that. I'm going to read the messages and see if anyone has anything that they had. Again, ask questions. That's fine with me. I don't mind answering. But thank you again, me, for the Wikipedia. That's a great one. Also, YouTube has amazing historical videos on Cantha as well. All right. As you guys can see, I bombed you with all the information. I hope I gave you enough. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. Yeah, Betty just ordered a 50-pack. Of course, I always add extra to Betty. Oh, did you really, Betty? That's awesome. Bye, Angie. Bye, Angie. Hope I didn't miss Angie. Lord have mercy. How is it too late? Okay, I don't see any questions. I'm going to get back at it. So I'm going to grab a pack, and then I'm going to show you, and it's a good way to show you guys too what the pieces look like and the colors look like in the pack as well. But I'm glad at least I was able to show you what Cantha can do. I think if you guys seen the preview video, and if you didn't see the preview video of this live, I do sell it also in the bundles by the half pound and pound where they're pre-cut cuts by the color. I also sell them in a variety packs as well. But yeah, so it's more than just squares. But we have scraps, we have snippets, we have, and I've been selling these for 12 years. So it's been quite some time. I know what I'm talking about, but I forget that sometimes you guys don't. Because there's other types of crafters who jump on these lives or part of my videos or part of the YouTube. I mean, we got the doll art, we got the fiber arts, we got the junk journalers, we got the quilters, we got the, what's the newest one I had just recently? What's that art? Starts with an S. It's a weird name. Where did I get it? I written it down. I mean, I knew about it. There's the Kawandi, you know, the Kawandi technique. You know, like, I'm saying it wrong. I'm sure I am. Please correct me if I'm wrong. There's another one. Starts with an S. It's almost just like slow stitching, but it's in the like wall art type. It's way cool. They use silks. I have people who buy a bunch of the 100% raw woven silks along with the Cantha, and they create the most beautiful. It's almost like applique. I mean, and it's like art, but in fabric. It's just amazing. You know, matter of fact, if I wished a lot of the customers who share me the photos of what they create would share in the Facebook group. I mean, there's so many beautiful pieces. Matter of fact, I should start asking you guys if I can share your work, because there's so many beautiful pieces that, you know, many of you guys create that I'm just shocked. Not only just journals, I mean, just amazing. Tearjerkers. I mean, just a gorgeous, gorgeous stories. I once had a mother who bought a bunch of rainbow of those fabrics of these. I'll tell you this one story, and then I told you we're on a time schedule. I'm gonna go ahead about a half an hour and go through some of those bundles so I can get them on the shelves. But while I'm grabbing that over there, I'm gonna tell you a story about this special mother. I wish I can share her, but she requested not to be shared. But I'll tell you her story, and I was just, wow. It's just beautiful. So she purchased, over here, I'm gonna grab some of these. She purchased a rainbow. I was gonna show you guys these over there. I do sell, these are the half pound bundles. So I've sold these, I think, past 6 or 7 years. It's the half pounds, you know, by the color. She had purchased every one of them because I sell where it's every color from yellow, red, pink, purple, whatever. she bought, the largest bundle you can get. It's the accordion, perfect amount of fabric. This Cantha would last you forever, kind of thing, that much. And but it's a good deal. But not everyone could afford the price of the entire bundle. But she did. But this mother, she, bless her heart, had lost her only child, her only daughter, and as an adult daughter, and she was grieving, and it was, she was telling me the story, and you only could just listen and then help them the best way you can. She told me she had this dream, and she dreamed about this quilt that she thought of her daughter. And what she did was all the Cantha pieces, she created these hearts, and every heart was like a memory, and it was like a positive thing, like thrive or hope or I wonder if I can find that photo, but I want to respect her too. She asked me not to share, but I could tell the story. But it was just, and she entered it into this the world live. Matter of fact, you guys can maybe find her. But she entered into the world's quilt event, and she had won. But this quilt was her dream, and it had hearts of. That's why I can explain it. I wish I can show you guys it. But she used the Cantha. It was just so gorgeous and the most beautiful thing. And you can feel her hurt and feel her sorrow and feel her journey along the way. But yeah, so I have people like that, and I wish they can just share and show you guys the beautiful things, because it was just beautiful. So maybe you guys can find her. But it's a Cantha quilt with hearts, and it was some world alive event. So that's all I'm going to say. But yes, it's amazing some of the things you guys create. So enough of me rambling. I'm going to read what you guys said, and then I'm going to go through some of these square packs. I feel, yes, Jennifer, thank you. That's the word. Shashko. Is that how it's pronounced? It's amazing. I have like many followers and like customers who make them, and they show me these pictures, and it's just gorgeous. Look up that word, guys. Shashko. Yeah. When I have remember me when I had like the $18 quilts? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can sell a Cantha quilt for $18 right now. I don't know. That just, I can't do that. It's too cheap. Yes, I wish I can show you guys on my phone this quilt, but it's amazing. It's just, life is amazing. People are amazing. What I get to do is amazing, and I get to meet so many special people and their stories. And it's not just selling things. I'm selling things that help people create things, and those creations have a story. And it's just, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. All right, enough of me. I'm gonna put this camera down. Let's get a good half an hour into these squares, and then let's quilt something. The fish is so cool. You guys think I'm probably nuts doing cat toys. Hey, I've been wanting to make one for my boy cat and for the highway kitten. So, and I miss the highway kitten, even though she lives down the road. I don't get to see her often, but I'm gonna finish that toy and I'm gonna take it down to her tomorrow. But I'll post pictures tomorrow for it. Let me go ahead and get these going. Otherwise, I will ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. Hopefully, I'm not making you guys too dizzy. All right, let's get some of these done. I know I need to. All right, so here's what a 15 pack done already looks like. And again, if you guys have questions, please put it in caps. I'll do my best to answer and not ramble on. All right. This is a 25 pack right here. These are extra. So if I find one with a stain or something, I can be able to, which has a cute topper. I might keep that as a topper. So if it has a stain, I will replace it. And if it has a stain, it goes into this basket right here for scraps, or however it's going to be. But so this is pretty much how we do it. This is how we do it. And so you guys can kind of see Cantha, what it looks like. There's never like, I don't know, I don't think I've ever found an ugly print of Cantha. I mean, I've seen some good dingy ones over the years, but I remember once I had a vendor. I was scouting out a new vendor. Of course, I'm a shop owner, so I'm always looking for a better deal. I've learned over the years when it comes to ordering anything from India, once you find a vendor, stick with them. It's hard finding. I'll leave it at that. But I did go to this one vendor. Of course, the price was super cheap, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a great savings. And they were the dingiest, dirtiest, every one of them. And I ordered like 200 to 300 at a time, quilts, full quilts, and they all were so bad. I mean, it was terrible. So I had to open up a case and get help. Like, this one is kind of dingy. It's okay, but that side's pretty dingy. And I'll just add a good one to the pack. And they refused to help me. And so I think it was PayPal stepped in, and I got to keep the quilts. So what I ended up doing, like, this is pretty and all, but I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got like a rip. And some people are like, why do you worry about that? No, I worry about it because if I'm selling a product that is going to be a product for someone's future quilt or future project, I want to make sure it's perfect. So back to the story. I was able to get my money back, and I'm not meaning to get my money back. I just wanted them to return. Like, it's kind of dingy on that side. That's so pretty though on that side. What do you guys think? I mean, to me, that's dingy. That is beautiful. I'll stay right here and tell the story. Dingy or not dingy. But I'm not looking to get anything free, but that they refused to return it, like pay the return. And so then PayPal stepped in and said, hey, just keep it and here's your money back. I ended up, believe it or not, here in Florida, it's beautiful, but we do have a lot of homeless. And so what I did is I filled my trunk up with all of them. I washed them first, of course. I can't seem to get rid of anything that's dingy and nasty. Washed them all, make sure they're all nice and clean. And anytime I see a homeless person, I handed them out. You didn't keep? Okay, maybe I'm just picky. Seems so dingy. Yeah. So that's what I did until they were all gone. So yeah. So at least I got to help some people stay warm. Oh, I think it's something you're making cat toys, right? I mean, I don't mean to make cat toys, but I mean, one thing I don't know if anyone else is an animal lover. Who cares if it's a cat toy or a dog toy? I love dogs too. I just don't know what kind of toy to make a dog. I'm a cat person. How wild is that, right? So I'm doing the cat toys, but I get so frustrated when I see that polyfill inside those toys, or like a toy that has a squeaky toy and they ingest it and it harms them. I'm not like one of those crazy, animal people, but I'm crazy, love my animal. There's a difference, but I just can't imagine anything harmful to my animals. So yeah, it bothers me. So I figured I have all this Kantha scrap, and I thought to myself, and guys, I usually dump a lot of the scraps. I mean, what I mean scraps, I mean the really thin pieces that like this, like the leftover, like the end of things, like this, the end of strips. And I usually dump it. And I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. I'm like, I don't want to waste anything. And I thought to myself, I'm like, why am I dumping it? Like, maybe I can use it for filling something. And I'm like, the cat toys, like maybe somebody wants cotton fabric scraps like that, like it's confetti to fill a pillow, or to what have you. Looks like this pack looks not that bad. Not as colorful as some, but not bad. I know. Kay's a dog mama. Oh, if you've seen her dog, you would too. I used to do animal rescue. I used to rescue animals, and for an organization as a nonprofit, I had acreage, and I would bring them in and help place them homes. But that got to me to a certain point, and I couldn't do it anymore. Part of it was the organization. Yeah, it got to me. All right, so I think I'll add an extra in here just for the heck, 1 or 2. Oh, that's a pretty one. A lot of times I add extras. I like that one to each pack. That's pretty too. All right, so that one's done. So let me get a bag, and we'll package that up. And that is a 25 pack. So it goes in a bag. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you too. How cute. That's right. Right, Candy? Yeah, I love animals. They, I love people too. I'm sure we all talk about this all the time. But yeah, I love animals. I love the unconditional love they give me. I feel blessed. How's my time? Because I told myself I'll do some of these, and I could do the rest tomorrow. Look how pretty this one is. Yeah, my boy cat, he's the only one who plays with toys. Susie Q, I don't know if you guys ever follow. It's kind of okay. Susie Q, she was, when she was young, had like an immune disorder, and it's the medicine, she was on steroids and stuff, and it had weakened her system pretty much. Oh, cool, this one has one of those birds. Remember I told you guys, I don't know if you guys watched the video earlier. It's one of those birds in there. But she had, I was playing with her in the yard with a string. I was running around the yard, which I shouldn't have done. And she had tore her ACL. And she's only at the time 3 or 4. So she has the worst time walking. And she's on a steroid and an anti-inflammatory like every day. And it's not good. It's just she's just gonna affect her eventually. But I'm trying to give her the best life. So she's living her best life. A lot of vets would be like, get that surgery that possibly won't work. I don't like that one. It's got some stains. And I don't know. I don't want to put her through that. And it's like $3,000 or $4,000 to do it. It's not about the money. I'm not a fan. It's not about the money, but it's just, there's no guarantee. I think it's more the guarantee thing. If there was a guarantee, then I would do it. But so now I'm just kind of she knows to ask me if she needs me to pick her up onto the couch or do anything. I'm picky. Can you guys tell? I'm picky. I like an array of colors, and I'm not a fan of dingy. Ah, pretty. What we got? Now, Betty, for those back to Betty conversation, she makes journals, and if you follow her on Facebook, Betty, is your YouTube channel have anything about your Facebook? Become friends with her on Facebook. She does randomly make quilts, bags, and journals, and she will sell them sometimes. So if you're lucky to get one of hers, which, like I said, lucky, you will be blessed to get what she makes. She makes beautiful ones. She has my taste when it comes to, that's cool. I like that one. Crafty taste, I would say, in quality. She's big about technique. Oh, what did Betty say? I'm sorry, did I miss something Betty said? I'm sorry. I'm just rambling. I should stop what I'm doing. Wants that one. She wants what one? Oh, this package? This bundle? Oh, she needs this one. I hope I'm not throwing in the bin. Betty, if I threw any in the bin that you wanted to, let me know. I'll grab it out. I'm just picky. Sure, Betty. So, Betty, you want this bundle. This is the 25 pack, I think? Yeah, or the 30 pack. I don't know. I think you got 50. I'll grab a 50 pack after this one, but I'll save this one aside for you. But I will also pick I will also pick up the 50 pack as well. I think you got the 50 pack. Isn't that pretty? Now I like that. I like a variety. I like bold. When I think Cantha, it is rare that you find pastel. So sometimes you guys will see I'll do like, if I find a bunch of floral pastel colors, I'll do like bundles in the shop of just that, like a limited supply. But it is rare. I think that's got two of the same. Ooh, that one's got one of those in there. You have that one already. It's pretty. Yes, true, Betty. So true. See, again, I normally don't do it this way. I thought I seen one of those in there already. Where was the last pack? I try not to do duplicates unless a customer asks. I did see this one. I wasn't sure if it was the last pack or this pack. I'm not a huge fan of this print, but maybe somebody wants a solid color, right? Yeah, that's kind of pretty, right? Something neutral. I love that one. Paisley's. All right, so this is a Betty pack. Seen that one. Oh, look at this flower. We've seen one similar to that. Was that another bundle? I feel like I put it in this one already. That's a cute paisley. Betty, there's no way you're 81. Are you 80? No way. Gosh. There's no way. When you guys see her, we already have that on there. Seen that one a few times. There's no way, Betty, you're 81. No way. Sorry. Kidding me. No way. All right, so this one looks like we have ones that are similar. I love this blue. Oh, look at here, Betty. Look at that. That's too cute. You see that? I love that one. All right, Betty. That's a Betty one. Let me go ahead and know this one. All right, so usually the ones that are 30 pack on up, I tie them because they're a little bit bigger. They kind of shift in the packaging. So I usually, if you can see here, I have these leftover ends of the quilt like this. And I just wrap them like a gift. So I do this on the 30 pack, the 40 pack, the 50 pack on up. Does that make sense? Because they get kind of bigger and bigger. Smaller packs don't ship in the package. That makes any sense. Get my handy dandy scissors. All right, that's a Betty pack. All right, I'll do a 50 pack. How's our time? 50 pack, and then we'll go ahead and craft. Show you guys what I did so far. That's right. I knew, Betty, you didn't do YouTube. I knew that. All right, we're going to do a 50 pack, and then I'm going to be doing a giveaway before I start. For those who are actually here, I see people coming and going. So the ones that are going, they're going to miss out. Aha. That means more power to you guys who are still here. Betty, I love that one on top, for sure. All right, let's get a 50 pack. Let's see what one of these 50 packs look like. No problem. No problem. I'll move that this way. I love that leaf right on top. That's a good start. But isn't Cantha so crazy vibrant? It's just no matter what, it's just gorgeous. I don't know how this got two prints. Let's go ahead and move you over and put a new one on. You guys can kind of see the similarity to these packs because whatever quilts were cut at that time is what's in them. So you kind of see the similar. I don't know. I'm not a fan. What do you guys think? Yes or no? I don't know. Yes, no? I'll wait. This one has a flaw right down the middle. But it's super cute on the other side. Yes or no? You remember my 5-hour pumpkins, Candy? Oh my gosh. For those of you who watched that live, I did 5 hours trying to create that pumpkin. That should have took an hour, but I didn't make one before I went live, so I thought I'd do it just live. Yeah, not my favorite either. So I need to add 2. Now you guys know where scraps have come from. Snippets come from. Oh, I love the trees. Need to add 2. Like that one too. Yeah, it was 5 hours it took me to make those pumpkins. I ended up giving that pumpkin away to a lady friend who is not one who likes to talk in the lives. She comes and watches the lives. This is okay, but her name is Blondie. Look at, see that one, see this one, even though the print is gorgeous, it does have a stain. So he'll go into the snippet bin. So what I do with this bin here later, I take this bin and then I'll cut out what is flaw and then put that piece into a scrap bin. And she loves Cantha, and she was just having not a good time at the time, and I just sent it to her. It took 5 freaking hours. We had a piece like that in there already. I was like, I think, and then I had that small glue gun, you know, thanks to Candy, who's here, Burn Swag in the live. She had purchased me, that's pretty, an economy size, which I can purchase myself, but I wasn't thinking. Like I don't do a whole lot of crafty lives, you know. And she's like, "You need this." I glued my fingers together with that small one. It definitely was a live and learn project, but it was one that was actually rewarding because that pumpkin did turn out pretty darn cute. Don't you agree? Oh, thank you, me. I appreciate it. I normally don't take this much time. Like I said, it's just only when someone else is cutting for me. Like I don't have to do this when I'm doing my own cutting. Time is money in my head, you know. Um, but when I do my system, I see my pieces before I cut them. Men are a little different. He's an amazing guy and he does an amazing job cutting. He's great when he cuts because he cuts them perfectly square. I've had people who I've had work for me who did not, and I lost so much money in product. This one's got stains. But and so I always trust him when it comes to cutting. Now, looking for stains, not so much. So how did this one get 2 of these? See? But I like this one better. I like this one better. And this one did not get this print. So this person's going to get something extra. Looks like I froze it. Don't you hate when that happens, Betty? All right, so when I get done with this 50 pack, we're going to be doing a giveaway. Whomever wins will get this pack. This one's going to have a cute little one of those cute birdies on there. Looks like that's a topper. This is 50. Those you know, that's a lot of fabric squares. As you can tell, it's taking me forever to get in. This one, he went a little bit too much, but oh well. The person could cut that. That's fine. We'll live. Choose our battles. Oh, look, we got some purple in this one. I'm just going to have to say, I don't notice any purples lately. I don't know why there's not a whole lot of purple in these packs. I'm going to have to make sure I pull some purple off the shelf. But this one has a little purple. Purple is so hard. Purples and blues when it comes to Cantha. Yeah, he did, right, Betty? For those who watched. It's surprising. I find that when I do videos of me going somewhere or going places or doing stuff like the beach, it's amazing how many there are people. It's a pretty yellow. How many people are haters? I'm just shocked. I'm trying to keep this a positive conversation, but you'd be surprised. Like, I don't know if people are, I don't know why someone would be jealous. I mean, I work really hard and I really don't get, I love this one, by the way. This is so gorgeous. I like that to be my topper. I work really hard, and I don't get away much. And I live thankfully so close to the beach. And so it was my first time away in a very long time. And it's just amazing. You put out good content that hopefully you can share. I'm only sharing this one's got like a slight, like a flaw, but I don't know if I should keep it or not. Um, Share something positive that hopefully maybe bring some positive in someone's day. I mean, I'm not bragging whatsoever. It's just, it was a beautiful day for me and I wanted to share it with you. But it's amazing how many people will thumbs down something for something so positive. So it does bother me. I try not to let it bother me, but it does. I know this one has this piece in it already, but I love this color. I try not to let it bother me, but yeah, I did put that out there and it took me time to make that video. But that day my husband had helped me, and this is had helped me that day with that video, but we didn't get that print in there. But he found, those who didn't watch the video, I will find it and I'll link it here in a minute. But we were in the Bayside of the Gulf. I live off the Gulf here in Pensacola. That's so pretty. I love that brown and that aqua blue. And we were just floating around. This one's got stain. We were floating around on the Bayside, just enjoying life. I mean, my husband and I, believe it or not, even though I am so lucky with this job and I do really well and I worked hard and I make good money. I have great following. If you guys are amazing, it does take up a lot of my life. It does take a whole lot because even though I shut this door over there, the door is still not closed. I am 24/7 because I not only own my business, I have to manage it and do everything. Package, everything is on me, and so it's hard getting away from it. But no, so we were just floating around on the Bayside because it was so shallow, and it was such a hot day, and of course some nice drinks. I rarely get to do that. And he was digging his hands in the sand, and he picked up literally handfuls of live, uh, uh, oh my gosh, I always call them silver dollars, sand dollars. I love this print, by the way. That's so pretty. We're going to be giving this a giveaway. So he dug up a ton of live sand dollars, but I'm going to find that video really quick and I'm going to link it in here. But that day was awesome because him and we didn't get to think about, Etsy and YouTube, and it takes up so much of our everyday life and conversations. And it can be tiring on a marriage. And it was nice that we live 15-20 minutes from the golf, and we just took the time for us. So I'm looking for that video and I'm gonna link it in this live, and then we'll do a giveaway. Okay, so let me find that video. It's a really short video. It was a memorable thing for me. So I'm really appreciative. Normally I wouldn't pick up and say, let's go to the beach. And my husband's the one that did it. Usually I'm like, no, I got orders. No, I got this. No, I got that. And here we go. I'm going to paste this in there for you guys, whomever's going to watch it later. But so he's like, let's go to the beach. And I'm like, okay. And I'm glad I did. I should do that more often. And I think that's what the video is for, to show that, hey, we should do this more often. Just drop everything and be a kid. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read. But how many people can say they got cupfuls of live sand dollars? I mean, come on now. Of course I let them go. All right. Yes, the pink and the birds. All right, so you guys ready for a giveaway? You guys know how this goes. We're gonna do the pick a number kind of thing. I can't do, oh goodness. How am I gonna do this? Like my phone is on that thing. Oh, I have you know who. Okay, I'm gonna ask Google. I'm gonna spell it because if I say it, she's gonna do something. We'll ask her here in a minute. We'll do a random number picker. So it looks like we only have 14 people in the room. So you guys have good odds. Someone has good odds of winning this thing. And so we'll do that giveaway. Let me read comments first, and then we're going to do a pick a number between 1 and 25. That makes sense. And you only get to pick one number. So we'll do that here in a minute. Let me read messages first. Yes, I agree, Candy, and I agree, Kay. You just have to, but even though those are all right things to say and right things to do, it still bothers you, you know? Yeah, I loved it. It was beautiful. Oh, Betty, I can't wait to see what you make. Please, people, Betty, are you able to put your Facebook link in here? We can put you in there and they can see what you make and follow you. My favorite part of the video was when you all were driving and listening to music and all this look. Oh, guys, you have no clue. That section I had to clip. That video was we were listening to the song, which I couldn't put on the YouTube because I would have been flagged for copyright. But we were listening to oh gosh, oh my gosh, the song. It was oh my gosh. Now I can't think of the name of the song. It was with a Imagine Dragons. What's that guy's name? Oh gosh, he's so hot. I should know the name. Oh my gosh, he used to be married to what's her name? You know, oh my gosh. She was in Iron Man. Okay, please help me, please. But it was one of the songs. I have to remember that later. I wish I could call my husband and ask him. But it was the perfect song because the windows were down and the video was much longer than that. It was more on the sand dunes and everything. It was just beautiful. We just sang that song all the way through. It was gorgeous. All right. All right, what am I missing here? Enough of my sappy stories. Okay, guys, you guys ready? So it is 8:05 my time, and we're going to pick a number between 1 and 25. I hope the 15 people who are watching jumps in and puts a number. At least say hi. If you're lurking, say hi. Put your number in because I want everyone to have the opportunity to get this. And we're going to take a minute and put your number there in the feeds, and then the timer is going to start now. So it's 8:05. So 8:06, the timer will stop. So then pick a number between 1 and 25, put it in the comments. And the closest number that random number picker picks is the winner of this bundle. And it is that 50 pack of Cantha I just showed you guys. This is my thank you, guys. I thank you guys for watching. Oh, we have 16 people. Whoever's lurking, please throw your number out there. I could care less that you weren't talking or rambling and you just want to be part of the giveaway. I understand. Please say hey and put your number in. Hey, Dot, how you doing? I know I got my lurkers. That's fine. Throw your number in. I don't care. Say hey and throw your number in. Oh, and I can think of the name. Imagine Dragons. The name of the song. The Scientist. The name of the song is called The Scientist of all the names. The Scientist? Yeah. Yeah. Good song. All right. Do, 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 do. Everyone wants to give it to Betty. Keep it going, guys. We still got a little bit more time. I'll bless Betty. You guys know I will. Where'd you guys see the quilts she makes? She does a lot of the cottage chic as well, like the different softer tones. She does like table runners. The numbers are for Betty. You put in a number between number number 1 and 25. It's a random number, and I'm going to ask Google, who's over there, to pick a number, and whoever's number she says is going to be the winner of this bundle. So pick a number. So Betty did 17. Awesome. And whoever's the closest number will win. And if we have two of the same numbers, I'll give away two. That's fine. Whoever's the closest or the number. All right, I'll give you guys a little bit more time, and then we'll do some crafting. All right, you guys ready? Lurkers, are y'all done? All right. Hey, Google, pick a number between 1 and 25. 9. All right, whoever's the closest to the number 9. Let's see here. Let's pick on numbers. Ami, feel free to help me. Or Kay, or whomever. I'm going through my feeds here. I have Kay's closest 7. Ami is 7. Oh my gosh, Candy has got number 9. Oh my gosh. Is there another number 9, anybody? Candy. Dun, 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 dun. Candy's turn swag, guys. Congratulations, Candy. I was kind of hoping there was going to be 2 people. Seriously, it was. All right, guys, you ready to get some crafting done? All right, I'll switch cameras. I'm curious if this other camera is going to... All right. Woohoo! Congratulations, Candy. All right, guys, let me know how the volume is over here. Now I can read your guys' speeds better, too, which is nice. Great, and I can bring in a brighter light. And I can sit down. Yes. Get my thing here. All right, without losing any lights or anything. When I do the shop build video, I'm going to show you guys my table, how it extends out. I have this really cool hutch. I don't know if you guys seen the video earlier of the sew machines in the hutch. That hutch base is on wheels and it pulls out and the sides lift up, and I have a sewing table that can be taken anywhere. This whole table moves. It comes out from up the top underneath that top of that hutch. Way cool. Congratulations, Candy. Feel guilty, Candy. You deserve it just as equally as everyone else. And Betty's going to be blessed because Betty's got that one bundle she wants. And of course, Betty knows I always give her more than she asks. Betty's Betty. Of course, I bless everyone, obviously, when you order and all that. This creepy looking toy I made for my boy cat. I know, I showed it to my husband. He's like, that's so cool, but kind of creepy. Anyways, so I have this fish pattern here that I found on Pinterest. And I used that pattern, and I was going to show you guys how to do it. And I created this, and of course, I had to go a little bit crazier, and I did little eyes. Cantha eyes, crazy. And then I had some leftover fringe from the bottom of some Cantha. Remember I told you Cantha comes apart, so those 3 layers created automatically these little tassel thingies. So that is what I have here, and I got some fabrics here. And I figured let's go ahead and try that out. But we'll quickly do that. And then if you guys like, I can also do something new. Maybe if you guys want to know how to sew, whatever, I don't care. Either way, I do want to bless my little boy cat with this one here. And then, oh, I moved my stuffing over there. I have to run over there and get my stuffing. I'm showing you guys everything lean. I can give my cute little highway kitten down the road a cute toy. That's the main goal. All right. So again, what started all this was that stuffing. My boy cat, my boy cat, I don't know if he goes, anyone who has got cats that bring you roadkill kind of thing. And their roadkill can be either a cat toy or an actual roadkill, like a bird or a mouse, a real thing. Well, my boy cat likes to bring me his toys. And usually they're ripped open like crazy. And it's always that stupid polyfill. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. And you know he's eating it. And my first thought is, oh great, a hairball, threw up, what have you. So would you say, okay, I'm reading what Betty has to say. I can sell those? You don't think that thing looks creepy, Jennifer? I just know what my boy cat likes. I thought if I put like an eyelet loop, he can put it on one of those stick thingies. But he will have this destroyed, you know, soon. Anyways, this is the original pattern right here. And it was kind of small. So I kind of made it mine a little bit bigger. Kind of thing. All right, what do we have here? Betty said, so yeah, she does the vintage chic quilts as well. Thanks. I'm thinking I'm making creepy cat toys. I think so. Another thing cats love, I'm telling you, Jennifer, and any cat lovers, they love those vintage yo-yos. I'm telling you, it's something about when they're on the floor and the speed of them passes on that ground. They love yo-yos. So this here I found at a resale shop not too long ago, and it reminded me of the Highway Kitten. So I figured when I make this one's for my boy cat. Tom down the road, he's fell in love with the Highway Kitten. And so I have this and the cat toy I was going to take to him. I don't know if the lighting's making it look too bright, but it looks just like her cute little eyes and everything. Cute little porcelain thing. Tom will appreciate it. I figured it'd be cool. And I figured I'll put the toy when it's done, like in between, and then wrap it up like this in a little box for her. I think it'd be cute. And for Tom, kind of thing. Now, anyone here don't know the Tom story about the little Highway Kitten, let me know and I'll tell you it. But he's not lonely. He's definitely got a kitten who loves him. All right, Ken would like those. Oh, I thought about it. I thought about making kits, but then I'm thinking, do I have time to make kits, right? It's the time factor, you know? I mean, yeah, do I have the product? Sure. You know, maybe I'm thinking about doing a listing just for the confetti, you know, the stuffing. I've already did a photo shoot and everything. I have it in a bag. Maybe tomorrow I'll list it. I'm thinking like $5 for 4 ounces of it. And 4 ounces is a lot of this, you know, the stuffing. So I'm going to try it out. Who knows? Maybe somebody can use it, you know, and maybe someone has the same logic as me where they don't want their cat to eat polyfill, right? Anyways, my main goal is to make gifts for my little boy cat. I wonder, you know, I'm not using my phone. I can show you guys my boy cat. Let's see here. Get my phone. Maybe I can show you my boy cat. Anyone interested? I'll show you. Now I got my phone. I can show you guys things. Woohoo! Can you hear me now? Oh, it's probably because I took my phone off. Can you hear me now, guys? Let me know. That's probably what happened. All right. Yep. Because I used my phone. Live and learn. I hope you guys heard what I said. All right. For those who didn't watch the video, here's the shells, the live sand dollars. Let's see here. Isn't that super cool? They were, and then we found this cool shell that was really cool. But it was a live shell. It's like a snail. I wonder if I have my video of it. There it is. Here he is. Maybe let's see if I can get it to. That's the beach. Anyways, I was hoping to find the shell for you. That the live snail. Anyways, we lived like 15 minutes from here, and I don't know why I don't. I don't know why I don't take time. I guess I do. I take what I do here seriously. I work a lot. Oh, cool. So you guys are going to be seeing here soon. I did amazing estate sale hauls and resale shop hauls. That's coming up here soon too. It's a lot of videos and editing I have to do. All right, so I'm looking for my boy cat for you. I know I got a million photos. He's just so studly. Here we are, boy cat. He looks freaked there. You don't want that one. Here's Susie Q. This is her after enjoying some catnip. Petty likes big fish. You're funny. To eat? So that's Susie Q. Here's Susie Q's eyes. She's got some crazy yellow eyes. She's the one who, I think it's like either she's the runt or something. She's always been very unhealthy. Oh, here's the last Cantha order. You don't want to see that. That's a video unboxing. That's another video for another day. But I'm looking for my boy cat, and I love my boy cat. Where is he? I've been doing so many uploading pictures and videos for the new things coming up that I've neglected my cats. Here's boy cat. This is him sleeping on Cantha. Of course, they all got their own Cantha. I want to get a good picture for him for you guys here in a minute. Let's see here. Boy kitty, let's find you. He's very studly. He looks mean sometimes, but he's really not. He's a big sissy. Let's see here. What can I find you? Yeah, he's all stretched out. He's big. Oh, here's the highway kitten. Here's the one we rescued. I had you guys all part of. Tom, he's in love with her. That's all he talks about anymore. Here we go. If I can get little Mew Mew here, maybe show you a little quick video of her. Anyone wants to know her. That's highway kitten. Little love bug is what she is. Isn't she cute? She's so happy, and she's gotten so big. I'm going to go over there tomorrow with the cat toy we're making today for her, and I'll take pictures for you guys. But she's getting so big. It's hard to believe I rescued her as a little munchkin in the middle of a highway. It happened so fast. All right, boy cat, here we go. Okay, he's a weirdo. Okay, here's a freaky look. Okay, here's freaky boy. Okay, that's his freaky look. Okay, cross-eyed. Okay, he's huge. Let's find a pretty look of him. Oh my gosh, he's funny. Beach, beach, beach. I've neglected my boy cat in photos. I feel bad now. I've been doing so much product work. Where's my boy cat? Oh, here's the cute little kitten again. Here we go. Highway kitten again. I think I've spoiled her a bit. Okay, you guys tired of me talking about my kitties? They're like, show us the product. But oh my gosh, how could you not, you know? That's highway kitten. All right. Well, her name is many things. Tom still calls her all kinds. Oh, here she is, loving yo-yos. Oh, she had so much fun with yo-yos. It's crazy. No, my animals are definitely not neglected. I'm neglecting them now. I'm not cuddling in bed with them. Now's the time of night. Boy cats, I usually take a bath. Here we go. Here's Studley Muffin. There's Boy. He's so dark. I'm trying to get him for you guys. He's like a gray black. He looks mean, but he's not. All right, I gotta get a better photo of my boy. My poor boy, neglected him. Got plenty of product to show you. Oh my gosh, I do so many photo shoots and stuff that. Here we go. He's so cute. I mean, he's huge. All right, last one. Look at it. His head is so small, but his body is so freaking big. All right, everyone's leaving me. I gotta stop. Enough of my kitty cats. Oh, they are. I agree with you, Nan, for sure. Okay. If anyone's not interested in doing a cat toy, just let me know. But I do need to make one regardless. So I'm going to make one for little girl. Boy cat, I'm going to be giving this to him later tonight when I get into the house. He still hasn't seen it yet. He's going to love it. I think he is. All right. Let's get on with it. And I think I unplugged my machine. So let me plug my machine in. I wonder what I did. Let's go ahead and fix this situation. And we'll get that going. All right, what did I do? Where's my plug? This plugged in there. Aha! I found the situation. Plug came out. There you are. That's the sound of goodness. All right, we got this. All right. I wish you guys could show me yours. I feel like this conversation is all one-sided. All right, let's go ahead and move some of this stuff. Let's have some fun. All right, so here's the pattern. Now, if you want to, this light is too bright. If you want to, you can sew the paper on the fabric. I'm going to do it that way because it's easier, but you don't have to. But I'm only doing it so then you guys can see me sew this on. So what you're going to need is 2 pieces of fabric. So when you are going to make this, you want to make sure that the 2 pieces you want to be seen are going to be facing each other, like a sandwich, like this. So if I want one side to look like that and one side to look like this, here we go, good example. I want one side to look like this, and I want one side to look like this. You want them facing each other. So layer them together like this. Some people call that sandwiching. Sandwich it, baby. 2 pieces together. That's simple, right? Bam. And then you take your pattern like so. Now, little girl, I'm going to give her little tassels as well. I really like this pattern, so I'm going to make that the tail. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces together like this. Sandwich them like that. And that pattern's right here for the tail. And he's going to go right on top like that. In fact, I think I probably could bring this down a little bit more. And bring the machine a little bit closer. Maybe the table will help me out some. Okay, let's bring him down. All right, is that a little bit better? What did I miss? Oh yes, cats, there's a policy. It's called no closing door policy. Cats, I swear, I think I need to put a cat door on every door. Like, you know, the ones that are like look like a mouse, like door at the bottom of every door in my house, because I can't shut a door. Like if I take a bath, because I take a bath every night. It's something I always have done. I have this huge garden tub, and my cats, they sit and watch me the entire time. It's kind of creepy. All right, but hey, it will make them happy. I guess I'm so cool. So these 3 pieces here, what I did is I took pinking shears, which I moved. I had everything set up so perfectly, and I moved it, and I moved it. Anyways, so I took those pinking shears. Oh man, I don't want to get up. All right, I took pinking shears to an edge of a fabric. Does anyone not know what pinking shears are? Because then if not, I will show you. It's pretty much their scissors. They give this cute little crinkly edge. Yeah, I agree. Animals are the best. So I just took pinking shears and did that. And this is that Cantha. So when it's sewn on there, I can move this and it'll be 3 different layers like before, like this. Once it's all sewn in, it'll come apart into 3 different layers. So make it kind of like a, you know, nice little fringe. Okay. So I want to, before I sew, I want to lift one of these sides. I'm going to put this on the inside. Does that make sense? Am I confusing anyone yet? If I am, I will slow it down and repeat myself. I'm going to put that on the inside of this fabric that I'm sandwiching. Because when I sew this together, I want this to be the tail. If I need to repeat that, I'll repeat that and I'll go slow again. So he's going on the inside. And I'll put that sandwich right back down like so. Does that make sense? He's going to be the tail. All right, so then I'm going to take some straight pins. Speaking of straight pins and little pin cushions, I had a customer who made me this one. This is a pin cushion made out of Cantha. And Betty, since Betty's in the house, Betty made this for me. This pin cushion. I have it on my sewing shelf. And she made me, which I use. Hang on here, I'll grab it. Hang on one second, I gotta lift my pressure foot on this machine. She made me this here. It's almost like a coffee like mat, but I use it as a pressure foot release. So those who have sew machines, I don't know if you're familiar, when you're done using your sew machine, they recommend you put your pressure foot down when you're done. It helps, one, relieve any type of lint getting inside your bobbin case or inside the machine itself. And two, it keeps this level and secure. So wherever you put this back, wherever you put it back, it secures this and it protects the base as well. So I use mine for my pressure foot release. And so this is another pin cushion. And like I said, Betty made this. She did the pinwheel pattern of fabrics. And she did that. And she did this cute little handmade tag. I don't know if it says anything else on the back. It says handmade. But isn't that cute? So thanks to Betty. Thank you, Betty. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, so let's go back to where we're at. Does anyone confuse where I'm at so far? Because I can repeat myself. Betty's leaving. Good night, Betty. Thank you again, Betty. You're awesome. I appreciate you being here. Did I confuse anyone with the steps? If so, I can start from the beginning and explain myself. But so far, no one has said anything, so I'm going to pin this together. If I wasn't talking, this would be done already, but it's actually that quick. All right, so I pin those fabrics together. Good night, Betty. So even though I said I don't need those pinking shears, I actually do, because I need to use them for the edge of this. So I need to get up and get them. That's what happens when you move things. Here I'm going here and there. I'm loving my new setup, but I decided to move that pile I have over there. Let me get it. Okay. There they are. Pinking shears. All right, for those who don't know what pinking shears are, since I'm getting myself back on my bench without knocking everything over. Okay, pinking shears. You guys can see that they are scissors with the little zigzag roughly edge there. I love using, oh, Nan's leaving too? Good night. I have to learn when's the best time to go live. It's been so long. I haven't done live consistently like I used 2 years ago. I got to figure out everyone's schedule and remember a good consistent time to go live. Good night, Nan. Thank you, Nan, for showing up. I appreciate it. Good night. All right, so what's nice about pinking shears is when you cut along here, It's also great, perfect for like the edges. So when you're sewing this together, you still have give, meaning because these are such tight areas that we're cutting. So when we turn this right side up after well, I'll show you that step, having that little zigzag helps give this some kind of move and wiggle room. Otherwise, a lot of times it's stiff and it just doesn't do well. Hope that made sense. So hopefully I can show you this. I'm just going to go along the edge. I'm not going to go on the line. I'm just going to go like a quarter of an inch on the outer of it, like that, if that makes sense. And I'll show you. There's no like perfect way of doing this. This is just a toy, for goodness sakes. A toy that they're going to destroy in, who knows, 5 minutes if it's my cat. But yeah, there's just have fun with it. There's no perfect way. So you can kind of see. If anyone wants this pattern, I will send it to you. Just message me here or in the Etsy shop. I'm going to do the same thing to the tail. All right, I'm going to double check. Now, this is the cool thing. You can keep the paper on and sew the paper on with it or not. I normally don't, but I'm going to, so then I can kind of show you what I'm doing. Now my machine, I don't know if you guys can see it here. The machine, if you have a digital machine, I do the top part. It's called positioning, the tension, meaning the width of the stitches. The top number is the width of the stitches here at the top. The bottom one is the base, the bottom half of the stitches, meaning this would be the top, this would be the bottom. I want the stitch work not to be tight. So normally when you turn your machine on, it's 2.5 when it comes to a digital machine. If you have a dial, I wish I can help you. I don't know if dials have 2.5 or what. 2.5 is a pretty tight stitch. Now, if you put it to a 3.5, not bad. That's not too bad. Some people, you might want to do a 4. But I'm going to do a 3.5 because I think 4, the stitch width is going to be too wide. Last thing I want is my boy to destroy this very easily. I want this tight, but not too tight. If it's too tight, it just would be, it's going to be like all scrunched up. We don't want that. So I'm just going to go ahead with a 3.5 if that helps anyone with a digital machine. All right. So that's put together. That's pretty much easy, right? Wham, bam. The little tassel thingies are on the inside. So when I start sewing, I want the, when I want to put the stuffing in, I want to put the stuffing at the belly of the fish. One, it's the last place you're going to see any errors or flaws. Because if you did it at the nose, it's a hard way to sew it, hand stitch it together, right? At the base, it's easy. It's a good, nice stretch. See? That's where I stitched together at the end. It's a nice, cute little stretch, and it'd be easier to stuff. If you did at the tip, it wouldn't be easy. If you did at the base, it just wouldn't be easy. So start with the belly. I wouldn't go in the center. I would go towards like right there to start. And then I start my sewing line and I go all the way around and I give myself a good 1.5 inches at the belly. So I'll start here and I'll end here. So I'm gonna get a pen and I kind of course I don't have a pen. Of course I don't have a pen, but maybe this will help you. Hopefully this will help you. This is where I'm gonna start. And this is where I'm gonna end. That's what we're going to do. This is where I'm going to start and that's where I'm going to end. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. But if I had a pen, I would, like a writing pen, I would show you. This is where I'm going to start, where I'm going to end. So put it on the machine, which I know where I'm going to start and end. Put it in. My chair for this table is tall, so my foot is having a hard time reaching my pedal. I'm going to have to ask my husband to make me a little bench that comes off the edge of my table to where I put my foot on and the pedal to where it's lifted. So I don't have to hang my leg over the chair too far. All right, so I have the needle in. Some people say do a back stitch. I say yes. Instead of a back stitch, because sometimes back stitch doesn't stitch well, I'm just going to stitch a couple of times, keep the needle in. I'm going to turn it and go back the opposite direction, like for 1, 2, keep the needle in, and then turn it back. Some people do the back stitch and they like that better. I don't like it. I mean, but if you want to use it, bless you, go use it. That's how I do mine. So, all right, I'm going to follow this line. I wonder if my camera is going to show me. So I'm just going to sew along the line, guys. Uh-oh. There we go. I hit the wrong button. So I'm just going to go along the line that it's on this little pattern. I'm going to sew right on top of the paper. That paper's going to rip right off. I mean, I normally wouldn't, but I'm doing it just to show you guys. All right. Why does it keep going to 2.5? It's 3.5. Weird. Thought it was tight. Kept switching to 3.5. God bless the digital machines these days. Who knows what was going on there? All right, so I'm going to follow the line. Toy's almost done. And I hope I didn't sew my little tassels. I was busy talking and not really. All right. Yeah, another reason why I don't use my backstitch button, it's hard on the machine when you use it often. But two, I like the fact that I can manage how much stitches, and I want that stitches where it's at to be strong. There's my scissors. Can't seem to find anything. Right, so there, guy, he is sewn together. Quick and easy, right? Ta-da! Is Kathy leaving too? Goodness, everyone's going night. Good night, everybody. You guys always watch the playback. All right, you're probably wondering, okay, what do I do next? So I left the belly open. See? Well, not a whole lot of opening, but I left it open. Hey, that means less stitching to do at the end. It's going to be harder to stuff, but whatever. We'll figure it out. So then you just rip this paper off. Is it fun? No. But if you want to make sure you're doing the right thing and you're on the right pattern, you can do that. This paper can come right off. I mean, if you want to keep the paper on, you can keep the paper on too. It's totally up to you. It's almost like seam binding. It almost gives it some strength, but I might as well just take it off. No one's going to see it. It's going to be on the inside. So if there is some left over on it, that's fine. It's no big deal. Like I said, I only did it for you guys so you guys can see. All right. Cute Mr. Little Fish, right? We still haven't turned it inside out yet. All right, so now let's get the right sides open. So let's open this guy up. So at that little hole that we left open, see there? We're going to push through all these pieces, almost like making a sock the right side. Then you can take one of these pointy thingies. Candy, you're just going to correct me. Seam pointers, it's fabric creasers. Some people use this in the journal world to crease paper. I use it mostly for fabric, but there's one that you can get they make them in bamboo. And this one is bone. So Candy, who is here, Candy Burn Swag, she bought this for me as a gift. I don't know if you can see that. That was so nice of her. Yeah, bone folder. People call them, like if you get them on Amazon, like there's a link I think I shared with you guys earlier above in the feeds. Amazon, they call them different names. There's so many people call them different names. They're pretty much sticks with points. I'm going to use this one here because Candy got it for me. All right, so we're just going to put that in there and open this up and crease it to make it like a fish. So that's what we're going to do. And this guy is so small, these pieces, so it's like tedious. This is probably the part I don't like, is trying to get these little pieces out of there. And that's what I'm doing. There's no easy way for this part. You can use a pen or a pencil, which that might be even easier than this bone thingy. I'm used to the bamboo one. Now the bone one's probably better for paper. There we go. Much better. See how it's coming right out? I'm going too fast. Let's get the other end. Here's the edge of the fish. Side turn good. Here you go. Sometimes you have to maneuver it over and over a bit. He's looking good. You can use an iron when you're done. You can like iron this flat if you want to. It's funny. I can't believe I never thought in a million years I'd be doing a video on making toys for a cat. But we love our animals, right? Okay. How cool. I love the flowers on this. So this here, you can either fold that in and then iron it, but I don't think you need to because you're going to stuff it and you're going to be moving things around. Look at the floral side on that one. And then here's the yellow side. I like what it did to the fins on this one. That's so cool. This one I'm not going to do eyes. Unless you guys want me to put eyes on them, I can at the end. Yeah, I mean, you can. You can leave it that way. You don't even have to turn it inside out if you don't want to. She is absolutely correct. And you can still stuff it and end it that way too. You know, it's totally up to you. I kind of like this look though. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the machine and stitch straight down here like this on the tail. And then right here. Because by doing that, I'm going to show you with this guy. One, by doing me stitching down here, it makes extra stitches so this cat doesn't destroy this faster by pulling these out faster. The extra stitches keeps these in here tighter. And then, of course, by stitching about an inch from the tail, I don't know if you can see that, makes it look like a tail. See? Does that make sense? Am I going too much into it? Sure. Hey, one, it's less to stuff. You know, it's less the stuff, and it kind of gives extra strength to that tail end of that toy. If that makes any sense. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So I'll do that next. Still at 3.5, which you can turn this, you can even turn the dial or digitally type in 4.0 if you want to. 3.5 is still okay for me. Maybe the tail end, I might go to 4.0. But right now we're good. Aww. This cute little fish is a little bit smaller. I almost did the reverse and I've caught myself. Instead of going reverse, I turned it around and I'm going to go back the other direction one more time. It's almost like I'm double stitching. It's a cat toy. You guys know they destroy these things so fast. So the more stitches, the better. You guys can see there, did the tail end. Now I'm going to go ahead and stitch right here to make sure these guys don't come out when they play with them. And I'm going to put that to 4. A little bit wider stitches because it's a little bit thicker fabric there. And go back the opposite direction. Now I know a lot of you guys are journalers who are here. If you ever want me to teach you how to make a journal cover, patchwork, or whatever with Cantha, we can do that too. Let's see what time it is. We can probably quickly do one of those. It's very quick and easy. All right. Now let's stuff this cute little fish that will be destroyed in a week. So this is one is for Highway Kitten. He calls her Little Bit. Here, Little Bit, you know, he calls her Little Bit a lot of times. So I don't know if she's necessary. I'll see what if he named her like a final name yet. I don't know. I did. I told you. I thought hard and long. You know, we love our animals. I don't have to do this much, but I love them. Right? Maybe boring to some people, but this was important to me. And plus, I got a chance to talk about Cantha to you guys. I mean, come on now. And at least I know my cat, if he devours this thing, You can even put catnip in there, guys. I mean, I didn't tell you that part. You could probably throw some catnip in there before you stuff it as well. My boy cat doesn't care for catnip. I know. He likes the live catnip, you know, but he doesn't like that dry stuff. He wants the real stuff. But yeah. Come on now, we love our babies. So okay, I'm gonna stuff this guy really quick and then hand stitch him really quick. You're like, Salena and quick? Yeah, sure. This girl is not quick. I put a lot of time in my things. When I create, I'm a thinker and an overthinker. Thinker and I overthink it, and I think and I overthink, and I'll just keep going. I want it just perfect. I mean, there's some people, you know, who could just like throw it together with glue and whatever and be done, but nah. I'm thinking longevity, quality, safety. Oh, and I'm not going to stuff them too much because that stuffing is possibly going to be out here in a week. That's cute. I think she's going to love it. What do you guys think? Eyes or no eyes after I sew this guy together? I think a little more stuffing. You're allergic to my kittens or kittens in general. How funny. All right, so good thing is I already got the needle going. I didn't care what thread I got. I just kind of, it's a cat toy, right? At least I didn't overthink that one. This is just regular thread. I mean, you can use embroidery floss, you can whatever, use whatever. All right, so I did the knot. I'm not sure how you guys do knots at the end of your string, but I always was taught the roll method where you put the thread in between your two fingers, roll it around the first finger, put it in the middle, and then roll it off your finger, and then pull, and it creates a knot. That's how I was taught. I'm not sure how you guys were taught. All right, so your first thing you want to do is take your needle. Does anyone know how to close things with needle and thread? If not, you stick your needle on the inside of the fabric, run it through, put the knot on the inside, and then we're going to close. And then you take your needle to the very first, the yellow fabric right there at the top. Is that too close? I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to poke my needle in it a little bit and then grab the red fabric in front of me. And I'm going to pull that thread through. If you guys can see that okay. And there's still going to be a little loop. And I'm going to put my needle right through it and then pull. And I'm going to do that same method all the way across. I'll do it again for you, for those who want to know. I'm going to take the needle into the yellow fabric at the top. And I'm going to push it through to the red fabric at the top. Leave a loop. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Leave a loop and then run your needle right through it. And then pull. And you do that all the way across the top until it's complete. Yep, you're a roller too, me. We roll with it. I don't know. I remember the first time I learned that method. My dad's a pastor, and he is working a late night at the church. And my mom was into cross stitching at the time, and I don't know what age I was, but she's like, "Let me teach you how to do a knot." And I remember sitting on the church floor and her teaching me the very first time. It was a church office, or it was Ottawa, Illinois. I remember that. I remember when she taught me. I never forgot it since. All right, I think my little Miss Bit is gonna love her little cat toy. What do you guys think? I'll show you here in a minute. Eyes or no eyes? I don't think I'll do eyes on hers. If you guys want me to, I will. But I don't think she needs eyes. She's a kitten still. I don't think, you know, not like my adult boy cat cares. I'll wait to let me know if I need eyes or not eyes, because that all depends on getting rid of the thread or not. So I'll leave the thread in there in case, because that thread's going to be helpful for the eyes. All right. So there's our cute little toy. I know. I think Ami's right. We can do it without even flipping it, you know, inside out, and leave the cute little zigzag edges. Be cute too. All right. What did Candy say? She's talking. Oh, I see. Hairless cat. I'm not sure if I can. I guess I love all cats, but a hairless cat, I'm not sure. Aww. I love the name Penelope. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. If I was allergic, I think I still have them. I'll just have to deal with it. You guys wouldn't be probably all the allergies, and you probably wouldn't understand my my voice and all that. All right, so I'm doing no eyes because no one's saying anything. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do next? You're probably wondering, what do you do with that thread when you're done? So I'm gonna do another knot here first. But simply the best way to, instead of just cutting the thread there, I take my needle inside the toy, and I run it through the toy a little bit. Then I go to the opposite end. You're probably wondering, why do you do that? Well, if you end it there, it's possible that, if that knot ends, that it will run and open that toy up. So it's on the opposite end. Then let's snip. All right, there you guys have it. So Little Bit's got her little toy. I think it's cute. I hope she loves it. I don't know if she likes catnip or not. If she did, I would have put some in there. But there we go. We got a cute little cat toys. All right. Now, I guess I could move this camera and show you me a little bit. You can see my mess I got going in here. There we go. I can move the table and see what you guys want to do. And if you guys want to go, then it's time to go. At least we got Candy win the cool little fabric bundle. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, Candy. I think you guys are taking the time helping make the cute little cat toy for a little bit. I think it's going to work out perfectly. I just can't, which one? This one's Little Bits. And like I said, I'm just going to wrap it in the thing for Tom, in between the porcelain thing, and then put it in a little box and go over there. And of course, I'll bring Little Bit's favorite food. She loves pork. So maybe some pork or some chicken. And give this the Little Bit, and then Tom has a little kitten for his little table. I think it'd be cute. Yes, do I think a little bit too much into it? Sure. And then my little boy cat, he gets his. Now's my tester. Look how small that is. I guess little kitty is a little kitty. I didn't stuff this one. I guess little kitties can, that'd be for a bigger kitty. I don't know. No problem, Candy. Let's see here. Maybe I can move this around and I can see you guys a little bit. There we go. So my computer's there, but hey, no problem. Sitting on this bench here. I wonder if I can get my camera cord around. I can back this up some. Here we go. Ta-da! You guys can kind of see. So I have this cute bench. Here we go. Maybe I can show you. Here I was see the cord down below. Here I'm like trying to. This is what I was talking about. If I could have my husband create a little ledge right here, and I could put my my pedal foot for my sew machine right here on a ledge, because otherwise I have to bend down like this to get to my foot. Here's the pedal foot. Here it is. But if he makes me a ledge, it would be nice. Then I get to see those cute legs. All right. Yeah, here's the bench. There we go. And it rolls. And I have the grandmother's flower garden quilts on top of there. And then there's the hutch. And then this rolls out. I wonder if I can put it away. So I'll roll the Gotta move the cord too. This is what it takes with all the lighting and everything, guys. You guys can help me put it away. How's that sound? I could turn this guy off. Let's see here. What did I do? Let's turn him off. He's off. Let's turn things off. You guys can turn lights off with me. How's that sound? You guys want to help me finish up? And I can show you the quilt. All right. Then I can read what you guys are saying. I feel like I'm missing out. All right, so this comes apart like this. It's actually rather cool. Let's get this out of here. And then I can show you guys the table. So this is what it takes. Lighting and all, guys. And then I'll show you guys the quilt. And then the hutch. All right, this guy's done. Here's one light. Bam, be done. All right. All right, so here's the hutch base. I had to tie it. Here we go. Here's the hutch base. And hopefully I can do this. Here we go. Had to tie it with Cantha, but I have it on wheels, see? This is just like a little bench. This was the original base to this hutch right here. But I put the hutch on the wall, and that's what stores what's the computers in there right now. But this is where the sew machines are at. I don't know if you guys can see the sew machines. So the original base, I have it. I put it right here underneath. Hope I'm not making you guys too dizzy. Hope I can show you. I'm trying to show you on this cart. Right above here. I'm gonna have to put the bench back and I'll show you. Hang on here. I'm gonna unscrew this. Take you guys with me. All right, there we go. Okay, hopefully this will work. So right here, let me move this cart. I have this shelf. Hang on here. Making you dizzy. At least I can put stuff away while we're doing this, right? All right, here we go. All right, so, all right, hopefully this will work. So there's the base. It's right there. Right above it is the shelf. Hopefully the camera is slow, so I'm trying to do this. Here we go. So there's the shelf. And then I hang stuff from it, obviously. But there's the base of that thing right there. And I haven't finished this yet. I still got to put a cushion. It's just the cover is just sitting there, see? But this cover I got, originally I was going to use it for slow stitch kits, but I kind of love the color of it. I still need to fix the hutch. I have it tied right now because this door keeps opening. But I love the color. Love, love, love the color. So there's that. This hutch I built in, which I'll have to show you guys another day. I'll show you another day. All right. I think I officially made you dizzy. What do you think? I think so. Yeah, maybe I can kind of show you the hutch from here behind me. Oh, Lord. I'm not used to this camera, can you tell? Ah, another light. All right. Let me put you on here so I don't make you guys dizzy anymore. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so back to the hutch. So I can move this guy around. If I can hopefully show you. I'm really botching this one up, guys. At least you guys can watch me remove the lights. And then I can show you how I put this away. Right now I had all these lighting and everything. It's amazing. Let's see how much different, guys, it is. Now I turn all the lights off. And then move this guy over here. Clear out the table. Made a mess. This is Candy. Let's put you right here on this shelf. This is little bits. This is little boys. All right. Let's see how I can do this, guys. This doesn't belong in here, but hey, let's move this out of the way. Some fabric in the shelf. Okay. I'll read what you guys are saying. Sorry. Oh, thanks. Sorry for making you dizzy. Everyone's leaving now. They're like, I can't focus on this, but I want to show you guys how I put this away. It's kind of a mess now because I got all these cameras and things hooked up. It's actually rather easy to put this away. It's just a matter of between the mess and the cameras, I'm going to show you how this gets put away. Hopefully. We got a camera here and we got another light here. All right, so this one is a light, right? This one's a light. Can you hear me now? Here I'm like talking and talking and talking. I said normally this wouldn't take this long to put away, but between all the cameras and lighting and all that stuff, you guys can kind of see what it takes. All right, so this bench, hopefully without losing sound. Sorry guys. You're like, what the hey girl? All right, so this bench here, if you can see. All right. Right here is where I store like photo props. This is the blind thing for the window over there. Photo props, cutting mats, all that fits back here. This here comes down. I still need to stain this a dark wood, the same color as the floor. This would be stained a dark wood. So that comes down. I put wheels on this, so then this would wheel around. I'll show you guys here in a minute. It's kind of way cool. You know, I got the camera set up here. But this goes underneath this hutch. I need to move this here. Woo! Yeah, in here. My 4 cameras set up here. This here can either stay out like this, or it moves in even further. See? I know, I got all these cameras and lighting and cords. My husband still needs to set me up a cord system. Right now, I got this whole mess going on here. I think it'd be fine laying it on the ground. There we go. All right, so anyways, the hutch, I still got to stain it, like I said. Wheels pushes back. There's another light, guys. Lights, lights, and more lights. But this door, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. You guys can see there's the hutch base, and this door closes shut. You guys can see the lights. So I have a light there. There'll be a light there. Hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. Somewhat. It was kind of a mess. Like I said, so all these mats here, they fit right behind that hutch. Kind of sticks it and puts it away. Here, I got this on a rolly cart. Then you guys can kind of see this here. Now you can see that mess. This can wheel away. Woo. We made a mess. Lord, look at my table. Quite a mess. At least you guys can help me put it away. So then I have the keyboard here. Now I can see what you guys are saying. Okay. Oh, cool. What I had left it all out. What did I do? What did I do? So my keyboard, end of the day, I usually snap it. And the drawer, I usually put whole keyboard and everything. This is just like a TV during the day. My table kind of got messy. But I guess you guys help me put it away. Unless you guys are bored. If you're bored, then I won't do that. But I might need to type you guys, so I'll leave it out. So now you can see, I'm seeing you here kind of thing. I guess I could bring this closer. If I can set it on my drawer. There you go. My poor system. I'll get it fixed. It'll work out. I'll definitely have to get it fixed. Just put everything away. Well, since I got this set up a mess, if there's anything you guys want to see before I leave, I'm just going to put things away and talk with you guys. I can put this stuff away. This one goes here. So these cabinets, I don't know if I showed you, I put in, I'll be able to show you. I put in these pull-out drawers. I got these off the marketplace, installed them myself. $10. I only paid $10 for that one. And that's where scraps and stuff go. And then I have a garbage chute right here that I put together. And I have a drink. Now my room is destroyed. What's that? Yeah. Oh, so the Cantha, we did the 15s. Here. Yeah, we'll bring you closer. All right, so we did the 15s. Is that a little better? A little better. So the cords and stuff, my husband needs to help me figure a system on that. So then I don't have a bunch of cords and lights everywhere. I would like to, in the future, when I come in, I could just turn on that light, turn on that light, turn on that switch, and I don't have to worry about all these things and maneuvering. I want a camera there, I want a camera there, and a camera over there, and then just turn it on. So I don't have to maneuver or move anything. You guys can see this whole entire view. That's in its works. It's in the works. I just gotta be patient. So the question was, what quantity Cantha were we looking at earlier order placing? Oh, so girl, there's so many different, we have them in every size. So I'm just gonna send you one link where you can see all the types of Kantha square packs that we have. I think I have it under charm packs. Let's see here. Yeah, here we are. One link will show you it all, and you can see all the ones that we have. That's probably the easiest thing to tell you. Here we go. Here's a link. I'll send it to you, Jennifer, so you can see. We have them in different kinds of packs. We have them, the 1 packs you see here, they're in a 15 pack, the 25 pack, the 30 pack, and the 50 pack. So if I'm going to answer your question correctly, The packs we worked on today were we did 115 pack, but the ones that you guys loved the most were the 30 pack and the 50 pack. The 30 and 50 had like a lot of the different florals and stuff. All right, this is gonna drive me nuts. I'm OCD when it comes to organization, so when I see a bunch of things everywhere, it's driving me nuts. Well, Ami, don't worry, because I haven't been focusing too much on the comments as much as I normally do. So if you said something wrong or spelled something wrong, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. What did I miss? Okay, now I'm going to sit down here in a minute and read comments because I feel like I missed something. And I can move this to where I can kind of see what you guys are saying. I feel like I missed out on so many comments. And then have the camera forward. We got this. I want to be able to see you guys forward and not I guess I'll just leave you here. I want to see what you guys are saying. See, I'm going to eventually get the camera system. I'm sorry to make you guys dizzy. I don't want to have to move anything. Don't you guys agree? It's kind of frustrating. Ew. Frustrating. I should just stop tampering with it, right? OCD is calling me here. Here we go. I think I like that one better. I look all red. You guys late nighters, everyone's going to leave now. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. So I want to read what you guys are saying. Oh, gotcha. All right. So banner. That banner's been on this entire time. That's annoying. Why didn't someone not tell me about the banner? Oh my gosh. That banner is still up. That was only supposed to be up for just a little bit. All right, so if it's 9 o'clock my time, Candy, you are 3 hours earlier. I don't know. Candy's from California. I know. Am I making you dizzy? I hope not. You guys are like, okay, look away until she's done with that freaking camera. Or she just leaves the camera alone. Me, I'm thinking mess. I'm thinking I need to clean this mess. I think I will not be, happy until I finish these squares. It's going to drive me nuts. And I think I might just leave it until tomorrow. I do have an order. Someone ordered 60 squares. Call it a night. What do you think? I think next time when I show the shop build, it won't be a dizzy video. At least you guys can see the hutch that I have over here that I built in when my husband helped me build in. This hutch is in, you guys seen part of it, the idea. My main goal was to have that base come out and I can move that anywhere in here. I can move that and make that like a bar area or a sewing area. I can use it for a packaging table if I want to bring it this way to extend it out. You guys can see I still need to put handles. Got a lot to do. 7:15. Okay, I knew you earlier. It says on my computer it's 9. Yeah, it is here in Florida. It's 9:16. I'm Central Standard Time. It's 9:16 p.m. Yes, ma'am. Here are those Cantha ends, the end of the quilts. I have so many of these. I'm thinking, does anyone make those rope bowls? They make like the rope bowls. These would be perfect, I think, because the ends are the hand-stitched part ends of a Cantha. You see that? And I cut that off at the end of the quilt for when I cut the square packs. but I have never thrown any of them ever away. I use them for ties. They're great for ties for gifts. They're usually 2 yards length, 1.5 to 2 yards in length. I have bins of them, and I think anyone who's making a rope bowls or the rugs, they come in. It's like, look how colorful, almost like dreadlocks. That's what it reminds me of. It's just so many colors. Look at the hearts. See the hearts? Think of the other way. Yeah. But I have bins of them, literally. Like here I have, like here's one bin. Here's one bin's worth. Crazy, right? That's just one. I could put that away while I'm here. So in these cabinets, I'm able to stack 2 bins high. So they get 2 bins of whatever that's in here. If it's sari strips or whatever. Oh, pumpkins. I didn't think pumpkins. Yeah, a bowl, but I've never made a bowl. Does anyone ever made a bowl? It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to bring you guys a little closer because I think I'm going to do some of these squares. But if you want to join me, you can. You don't have to. I could turn the camera off. Hopefully. Maybe you could join me a little bit. Turn this way so then I can see you guys and what you say. Da-da-da. That works. Ah, I like this view. I can read what you're saying because the computer's over there. Ah, yeah, I've never made a bowl. Now, Sue, there's one of our followers, Sue, her name is S-U-Z. She makes, she's on our YouTube, or not YouTube, but our Facebook Facebook group. She makes bowls and stuff. She's made me one. Is it here? But I've messaged her before. I think she's super busy. She's been doing a lot of markets. So I would like to gift her. Anyone making bowls and you want to try it, let me know. I'll gift you them, and then you can make, try to make one with it. It'd be awesome. And then show me, because I would like to show everyone else, what you can do with it, right? It's odd color. Where's my extras? You're not no extras. Here's extras. It's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta fix these piles. I can't stop. Yeah, then if you want me to, I'll send some to you. You want me to do that? This looks like this is like a double pack. I don't know. Gonna be extras. Yeah, if you want me to, I'll send some to you, and then if you send me pictures of what you make, I'll even present it in Etsy as well, in part of the listing, if you want me to. And if you sell them, I can attach your name to it as well. Yeah, knowing me, I won't go to bed until I get these done, because I'd rather have these packaged and stocked into the shop and off my table. Otherwise, I'll be too busy tomorrow. So where's my garbage scrap bin? Otherwise, tomorrow I'm going to be busy with orders, and I won't have time. And then these will be on a shelf. Now I need to add 2. Yeah, these will be on the shelf. And then I'd rather have them packaged and put away. Need to add 2. Yeah, I would love to know how to do it too. It'd be nice if someone did do a tutorial that's in our group. I'm sure I could find it on Facebook. Boy, my brain today. YouTube. Oh, look at that. Cute. I don't know if you guys can. Cute rose. YouTube. I'm sure they got tutorials out there. Maybe Pinterest. Candy, what are you going to do with the Kantha squares that you won? I don't know. Do you quilt? I don't know. I don't remember you saying. Thanks, guys, for allowing me to make you dizzy for a little bit. I like this view. Of course, I like the camera maybe a little bit over here more. Maybe I'll do a camera to where I have this view because I can see the TV, you know, your guys' comments. It's kind of hard seeing the comments the other way. Yeah. At least you guys are my like guinea pigs until I get the setup done right. What a day. What's so funny? What'd she say? Well, still, a small blanket's cool. Maybe a pillow or something. Did that one already. That one already. So I'm thinking the next video that I have that I'll be doing, I don't think I even showed you guys. This is the rack I put my squares in, so you know, when they're all packaged. This is a 15. This one's a 30. I need to get my Sharpie. I'm gonna be in front of you guys a sec. So I usually get a Sharpie, and I Sharpie on what quantity it is. Sorry, you guys, I'm right in front of you. So this one was a 30 pack, so I put a 30. This one's a 15. I don't need to write it on there because I already know. 30. And I just kind of stack them in there and take them to the shop. Stock room. This is a 30 pack. So the next videos that I have coming up are the resale shop finds. I have I think I told you guys earlier, the ivory. This is 25 pack. The ivory gold kits are coming up. Then of course we have Holly Hobby. I know I keep talking about Holly Hobby, but here we go. I keep talking about Holly Hobby and I keep holding off and holding off and holding off, and it's one thing or another. But I do have a really cool coffee dye thing coming up here soon, which is super cool. I'm excited about. Something new and something I've done before too as well, but definitely something new and cool. That one is so cool, that blue, but it's got a stain on that back half. But hey, someone's getting a really cool scrap piece when I cut out that stain. But before I leave, because I'll be leaving here soon, is there anything that you guys are looking forward or needing to do? I know that, oh, that's right. Before I leave, I meant to tell you guys, at the end of the month, I'm going to up north to visit my daughter, and I'll be hitting the Goodwill bins. So those who remember when I hit the Goodwill bins, like in the good old days, these are the ones up north near Indianapolis, where there's like 3 or 4 of the good giant Goodwill outlets. So I'll be going there and spending a good week. And so that's usually when I ask if you guys have anything you are looking for, and I put it on a list and I find it for you. So if you want to be on that list and there's something you're looking for that you seem to not find and you're having a hard time getting, you can let me know here. But I'll be doing a video here soon about that, to where you guys can be on a list, and I will look for those certain things for you when I'm there. So that's coming up as well. For those you guys know, if you who follow me know, I go at my own pace. So it's obvious I've been spitting things out slower than I normally do. And I think the older I get, the slower I get spitting things out when it comes to content and stuff. I'm finding the older I get that to avoid burnout is to do it the way I'm doing it. So go at my own pace. I know I can go faster and throw out some more stuff, but I'm kind of liking this speed. Yeah, road trip, guys, and you guys are coming along. So And this time I'll definitely get more footage on the inside of it. Since they've changed policies and stuff, I noticed that especially a lot of, oh, the bird, a lot more YouTubers are adding more Google outlet than videos with the content of being inside of it and not being in trouble. Because before, you know, earlier in the days, you couldn't show the inside of the place. And I know that a lot of YouTubers are now. And I'm wondering, maybe rules have changed or something, but I'm going to look it up first. I just don't want to ever be in trouble. And I would love to show you guys more footage of the inside and spend more time on the inside without being in trouble. So, yeah, this is so dirty. So yeah, usually I fill this up and I take this metal basket and I go in there and I stock that shelf in there. But I wait till that fills up first. So I think I'm going to get up early and do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Congratulations, Candy, on the giveaway. Thank you, the average of 10 people who did stick around for this. Getting you dizzy and what have you. At least you guys can see what I have going on here. I got to craft a little bit, even if it's a kitty cat toy. But my main goal was to tell you guys about Cantha. A little bit about Cantha, you know, I enjoy it. I've been doing it for the last, 12 years, guys, you know, and it's been something I've worked with and I enjoy it. And a lot of people love it too. So thank you. Hope it wasn't too boring there to the end, but it's working. We'll get this camera system and lighting system. No, thank you. I got a chance to get on live and stop what I'm doing from what I do during the day and stuff. And I enjoy hanging with you guys. I wish I can read the feeds more. I wish maybe one day they'll have technology where whatever is being spoken in the feeds is spoken to me in my ear, you know, like some kind of earbud system. So whatever's going on in the feeds, it reads it to me or something. That would be nice. Because if those who've not done a live or been on camera before like this, I hear nothing. I see nothing. I'm the only one talking. And I have to look at a monitor, which is not in the direction of that camera, which is annoying, and to see what you're saying, unless I have a phone on me or a computer in front of my face or something. But I have to read and try to keep up with what you're saying as well as showing you what I'm doing. It's almost like juggling. It's worth it. I just wish I can read everything you guys are saying, and I kind of feel like I'm missing out on some of that. Yeah, I mean, I wish I can have more time to show you guys more about Cantha. I would, if I had more time, I would love to do a Cantha quilt that's not typical blocks, square blocks. I see a lot of people make quilts that are the granny square blocks, which is fine. I mean, it's a quilt, right? But I want to pick a pattern that is like a difficult pattern, like say Grandmother's Flowers quilt, you know, where the pieces are 1 and 2.5 by 2.5, and you're making that pattern, but with the Cantha. So I would love that. Like, for instance, I'll show you some of my quilting books. I can keep going. Let me get my quilt books. All right. I'm not sure if they sell these anymore or what. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the spinning spool books. Anyone familiar with these quilting books or no? I'm sure you guys, there's only 10 people here. So it's not like there's a whole big audience or anything, but I don't think many of you guys here are quilters. But these are like pattern books. I've had them for a bit. So pretty much, I wonder if I can show you. So it has like every pattern you can think of when it comes to the most favorite patterns. I mean, like log cabin quilt, grandmother's flower quilt. And it's not just the pattern, they give you the stencil as well. Let's like give me a good example. Let's see grandmother's flower quilt. Aha, here's one. Here we go, grandmother's flower quilt. So it has not only the page, oops, dear goodness. That quilt you guys seen on that bench there, pretty much. So not only does it give you the page, it tells you how to do it, but it also has this. I'm a big stencil person. It has the stencils. So to do that as well. So, and it's in each page, you know, like this, each stencil. So if I want to do a pattern, like, because for instance, like the good old days before I did sell things on Etsy, I used to be a quilter. That's how I started. I'm a big on quilting, and I do not just basic quilting. I like to do the, you know, the hard quilting, like grandmother's flower quilt, log cabin. I mean, a lot of those quilts I've done, and it would be nice to get back into that. Oh, this is cool. Maybe I could teach you guys how to make quilt blocks. Like, here's a Christmas tree one. That's so cool. And if it just teach you one block, you could do the rest yourselves. Here's the block pattern. So, good example. Even if you want to use it for a coaster, where maybe I can get Kantha fabric, the green, maybe some beige, and do a quilt block that is like, I know this is a very basic one, you know, but it's just going to be like a size of maybe a junk journal cover-ish. But I can at least show you and teach you how you can use it with fabrics like Cantha or silks, like the silks I have. But look at the whole quilt when it's done. Look how cool that is. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so if you guys want to know a passion of mine, quilts. I mean, I like complicated. Give me difficult, and I will do it. Stamps Around the World is one of my favorites. I don't know if it's here. There's the Indian Trail. Love and Friendship. There's a heart quilt. But let me see if I can find my very favorite quilt that I want to do. Stained glass quilt. Does anyone know what a stained glass quilt is? Ah, oh, that's my favorite. I had one and I gave it to my mom. A vintage one. I've never seen one like it before, but I like to make one. Does anyone know what a stained glass quilt is? Let's see if anyone here knows. You know, it's just a quilt block, guys. Like a quilt block. Here's like a church, but it looks like a house. Look at this cool one. Oh, cool. They even show you in the inside. Okay. Here's the pattern. Right. This is the church one. But you can see it when it's complete. See, there's someone used it in purples. Isn't it cool? And even if we did hand stitching, you know, for the block, I think it would be even cool too. Because hand stitching for an entire quilt is really difficult, but hand stitching, like a quilt block, is easy. I love the Grandmother Flower Garden one. That one there is one that's the most popular. Let's see if I can find stained glass in here. There's Flying Scallows. I guess I could look at the index. Oh, look at the cute owl. How cute. Anyone like owls? That's a cute one. How cute. Fall's coming. Maybe a black cat. Ooh, since I love cats. Here's an owl. Look at this owl one. I think they show it done. Yeah, they do. Too cute. You know, even if you don't do a quilt in me, at least a quilt block. And then if you want to do more, you can do more, you can do more. I think it'd be cool to do a quilt block of every pattern and then make it into a quilt. This one is here. Everyone knows what the wedding ring quilt is, right? This one's called the golden wedding ring because they have the pattern of the golden star in the middle. Here we go. You don't need the star in the middle. I wonder if they show you that one complete. Don't they? No, they didn't show that one complete in this book. But anyways, that's the wedding ring one. I once made, I don't know if anyone's heard this story. If you did, I'm sorry, close your ears. But I had a customer years ago, his mother passed away, and I made, does anyone know what the triple Irish chain quilt is? That thing was tough. Here's the double wedding ring. That one's cool. Anyways, but I made it from all her mother's clothing. It was a tough one, but I did it. I'm trying to find my very favorite one. But no, I've had a lot of quilt books, but this one's my favorite. Because it's a lot of the favorites, and I love having the stencils already in it. No. Oh, wow. I tried. I guess I could have went to the index, right? Let's see what we got going. And I didn't. That's all right. Either way, so now you guys know. 10 years, I mean, wow. Even if you don't have a sewing machine, you guys can do a quilt block by hand. Very easy. Even if you make it into a coaster, a pen cushion, or hey, a pressure foot place for your pressure foot for your sewing machine. Junk journal cover for my junk journalers. Yeah, I bet it's in this one here. Anyways, I don't want to bore you guys. Now, if you guys want to talk about quilting, I would just like, but stained glass quilt would be my favorite quilt that I want to do one day. And then my second favorite one I would love to do, oh gosh, some people call it the rag quilt. Some people call it, this is a subject we'll be all night with. So maybe I should stop there. Maybe we'll make that another day. Because I have a book of my all-time favorite quilts and stories, history. I love historical, quilts and making them. And I would love to bring out my camera and I can show you the quilts I have made. I mean, I have a lot of them that I love, and I've never kept any of them. I've always sold them, given them away. But, oh, me, time to dust off those machines. Dust them off, girl. Or put them in a cabinet so they don't collect dust. You don't want me to get into the machine hygiene. Oh, girl, I would bore you with that one. Oh, Lord. Anyways, thank you guys. I hope you guys got to enjoy somewhat being dizzy, but no, I've never made myself one either. I've made so many. I can show you, but I think we'll be here all night. It's going on 10 o'clock here, and I need to love all my kitty cats. You can tell I love my cats. Can't wait to give this to the boy. Definitely going to take that in to him, and I think he's going to be happy. Yeah, if I would make one for myself, I definitely like to do the stained glass one, or the other one I'm trying to tell you guys about, and my mind just kind of went blank. Anyways, there's a lot of them I want to do. I guess I have an old-fashioned soul. I just don't have the time. I've only have one me, and if I had another me and I could play all day, I would. Yeah, I love my cats. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Congratulations, Candy. And we're getting there, guys. You guys remember the olden days, me being in an old dingy basement and how it all started? Look at us now, right? It's all because of you guys. It's getting there. I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. I just have to breathe and just focus, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you guys for a wonderful night. I'm glad I got to get away from typical work and just hang with you guys. Congratulations, Candy, again. Thank you, guys. Thank you to me for your help. Thank you, Kay. You guys have a good night. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off. Oh, Lord, help me. What are you guys gonna do? How do I turn this thing off? Hey, at least we made it happen, right? And I'm sure there it is. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. I'm going to take a bath and enjoy my kitty cats. Thank you. Bye, guys.